Thank you for joining us for Wellness Week by Secret. My name is Leah. I'm a yoga and Pilates instructor. I've been teaching for 2 years, and today's session is in collaboration with Secret Abu Dhabi, where we share simple wellness workouts that you can use to follow along at home. Today's session will be a Mat Pilates focusing on core and stabilization. We'll break it into 3 parts where we're laying supine, 4-point kneeling, and side lying. So let's get started. We'll start with our breathing, coming into a supine position on our backs. The fingers will wrap around the rib cage here, and we'll think about expanding the ribs on all sides as we inhale. Breathing into the diaphragm, we exhale out the mouth and zip the core together, feeling the core engage to pull the ribs in. Again, we inhale through the nose, expanding the ribs, opening up our diaphragm. Exhale all the air out. Zip the ribs together and feel the core engage. One more time. We inhale, expand the ribs, and exhale. Pull the core together, activating those core muscles. We'll go right into our abdominal prep, grabbing our ring. We'll start with our upper abdominals here, staying in this supine position. Our feet can be on the floor. Our arms are nice and long with the ring in between. We want to keep a gentle squeeze to that ring to keep our shoulders activated. And as we lift, think about lifting from the shoulders and not just the neck. So you're reaching up and lowering. We have 10 of these lifts, working the upper abdominals. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On your last one, hold it up and squeeze your ring for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, tiny reaches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest as we switch to our lower abdominals. The ring comes between the ankles here, and you start in a nice tabletop position with the knees, keeping a little squeeze to the ring, keeping our pelvis nice and flat on the mat. We don't want the pelvis to rock as we move our legs. You can keep the hands nice and long by the sides of the body. Shoulders are away from the ears. You extend the legs long and you lift them, working from the low abdominals to control that leg movement, not allowing the pelvis to rock. You have 10 here. 9, 8. Added challenge, you can lift up the head and neck. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it at your diagonal, squeeze that ring. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, take a breath. Switching to our oblique muscles, we grab our ball for an added challenge. So the ball is optional. You can stay without the ball. I'll demonstrate first. Our hands are behind our head, supporting our neck. Both legs come into tabletop here. You wanna imagine the shoulder is reaching for the opposite knee here. So when you reach for the opposite knee, the opposite leg will extend. And you bring it back in and switch. So going into simple bicycles here, rotating, reaching the shoulder to the knee and not the elbow. Added challenge here, you have the ball. Keep the ball between the knee and the elbow, but keep that shoulder lifted and work slowly as you switch the ball and the elbow. After 10 reps, 5 on each side, you can hold here or hold here, and you lift and lower that straight leg for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching to the other side. Lift and lower for 10. 9, keeping that shoulder reaching towards the knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest, let both feet fall to the ground and drop the knees side to side. Taking a nice stretch here in the core. Moving on to our bridging, we'll grab our ball, placing it between the knees to work our inner thighs as we move from our core to our glutes. So coming into a little bit of glute focus here, we want to articulate our pelvis, rounding up. So we want to think about pulling the core in and up to find that tuck as we round, pushing out of the heels and squeezing the glutes at the top, rolling down. So we'll tuck the pelvis here as we inhale. Exhale, press the mat away. Squeeze the ribs together at the top. Inhale, round down. You have 10 round ups here. Taking it in your own time, staying nice and slow and controlled. Pushing out of the heels and squeezing the glutes. 4 more. 3, 2. On your next one, we'll keep the hips lifted as you squeeze the ball. So squeeze the knees together, keeping a squeeze in that ball. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that squeeze, hold those hips up, pulse the hips up and down for 10. Tiny pulses, squeezing the glutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and slowly articulate down with control. Really nice. Remove the ball and just drop the knees from side to side, stretching the glutes here. We're gonna transition now into our tabletop position. So to come up, think about reaching your arms behind your head and slowly rolling up with the core. Little C curve there. We'll switch into our 4-point kneeling here. So this is gonna work both our core and our legs. The core is gonna be really working here to keep ourselves stable. So hands are underneath the shoulders and knees are hip-width distance apart underneath the hips. Find that nice neutral spine where the pelvis is engaged, the abdominals are pulling in and up, and the ribs are closed. We start with our bird dogs here. So we extend our right leg long behind us, finding our balance here, pushing into the mat with this back left foot to disperse the weight in the knee. Keeping the hips nice and level, not letting that hip pop up. You extend that opposite left hand, holding here in this position. Feel the core working to stabilize. On your next exhale, you find a crunch, keeping the torso nice and stable as you move. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hand down, keep that leg lifted, going into your donkey kicks on this side. So you bend at the knee, flex the foot, keep those hips nice and level and stable as you lower the knee down and up. Do not let the hip pop open. We want to keep it nice and level. The knee might not go very high, but we're working that same leg. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it up. Keep that foot flexed. Keep the thigh in the same place as you straighten and bend the knee. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point that toe, keep it lifted. 10-second pulse. Pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee, sink back, take a child's pose. Take a rest before we move on to the other side. Going on to the other side, when you're ready, our left leg is gonna extend long. Find that stability with that lifted leg. Core is engaged here, ribs are in. You extend that opposite arm, really reaching opposite sides here. And on your exhale, you find that bend in. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hand, keep the leg lifted. Staying here with that lifted leg, bend from the knee. You have your donkey kicks. Lifting up just until the glute is engaged. We've got 10, 9, 8. Keeping that core working to stabilize the torso. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it lifted on the last one. Thigh stays in place as you straighten and bend. Watch that hip, make sure it's not opening. It stays level. Straighten and bend. 4, 8, 9, 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay pushing out of the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it bent, point the toe, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop the knee and sink back into a child's pose to take a breath. Finishing in our 4-point kneeling with a little bit more of our glutes, we come down onto our forearm. So since I'm starting on this side, I'll switch sides. We're on our left forearm. Right hand comes out to the side. Knees are in that hip width distance tabletop. Your right leg opens out to the side. So now you can have a little bit of a lift open in that hip, but you wanna shift your weight onto this front hand so that this core is working to hold you up. You'll have this leg out at a slight diagonal and you'll do lower and lifts. So again, still keeping the torso nice and stable. We open, tap, up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, rainbow taps. So tap to the side, up and over to the back. Tap and tap. Again, keep those hips and pelvis nice and stable. So you wanna avoid this arching movement that's gonna come without stability. So really, everyone's rainbow might look a little bit different, and that's okay. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to that diagonal. Find tiny circles. One direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. You can tap out that leg if it's burning a little bit. Switching to the other side. So now your right arm is down, parallel to the front of the mat. Left hand is out to the side. Using that left hand to allow your weight to center, making these left obliques really work. That left leg comes out to the side again, and you find your taps. So just tapping up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Really working the stabilizer muscles here to keep the torso still. 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving to your rainbow, your taps back and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to that diagonal. Circle the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse your rotations. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Once you're ready to come back, we'll switch to our planking series. So coming into a plank here, we have a couple options. You can be on your hands or down on the elbows. You can be on your knees or on your toes. So you'll find your nice position where you feel that core engagement and you can stay with it. You hold your plank for 30 seconds here, and then we move into our downward dog to plank flow. So once we're done holding, we want to think about scooping from the low abdominals here as you exhale to come back into your downward dog. Inhale to come forward. So you're really working the core as you round and scoop and shift and come forward. So you probably have about 10 seconds left on your plank hold before we go to our down dog plank wave. So on your next exhale, you'll scoop the core, push back, downward dog. Inhale, round forward, plank. Exhale. And inhale forward. Staying with it, staying strong wherever you are. Maybe you're on your knees. And you're going forward and back. And forward and back. Last second here, hold it strong. And drop the knees and relax. Finishing with our side lying series for the outer thighs. You can come down onto your forearm and your hip. You want to keep this abdominal engaged, lifting up, pushing out of the shoulder here as well. So not sinking in, letting the ribs drop, pull up, push out of the shoulder. You have your knees forward and your feet are behind you. You open and close, coming into your clamshells here. So staying super stable here, ribs are in, imagining there's a fire underneath you, not letting the hip fall back either as you open and close for 10. Added bonus or difficulty, lift the feet an inch off the ground and open and close. Once you're done with your clamshells, we'll lift and lower the leg. So if you lifted up the feet, you can lower them back down, keeping that knee where it is. Now you straighten and bend. Stay up on that shoulder and lifted on those ribs. Good. Last 5, and then we finish with a pulse. So you'll hold that leg up, flex the foot, and pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now we're gonna come into a little bit of a cool down stretch just to finish our workout. So we'll take a nice stretch over to one side, stretching the side body here, using your exhale to stretch a little deeper. We'll inhale back through center and exhale over to the other side. Inhale back up, twisting the spine here, just getting a little bit of spinal rotation. And we switch sides. Coming back to center, straighten the legs into a straddle and just reach forward, stretching the back of the legs. You can fold forward in the middle or reach for the feet or drop the elbows. Just getting a nice stretch in the legs. And we are all done with our short wellness session. So thank you so much for joining me for Wellness Week by Secret. I hope you enjoyed our session today. And always remember that you never want to chase the position, the shape of the position. You always want to feel the muscles themselves. Thank you.